All right, Pisces, welcome to your weekly horoscope for March 8th through the 14th. My name is Athen. All right, so a very powerful week in March. Again, another week, very powerful though. Uranus-Pluto square goes exact on Wednesday, and it just so happens synchronistically that that's when Mars goes over Uranus exact. So it's all stemming from this Mars energy. It's in your first house very powerfully in Pisces for you guys. You guys are going through a lot of changes with relationships, perhaps, with your values, your goals, your ambitions in life. And that's been an ongoing theme for the past 3 years. But now this month is the last aspect of Uranus-Pluto. And so final changes here, and we're even getting a lot of support from Jupiter, a lot of support from the fast-moving planets. And yeah, so this week is very catalytic here. We want to see these opportunities. We want to move forward with them. Now, a big element of this too is that you've had Pluto transiting your 10th house. So there's a lot of changes and restructuring taking place with your career, your work, or anything that you're doing on that public level. So we want to be willing to allow change in our lives when it comes to these things, your service work, what you're giving back. The more that you step into that power and you're willing to make change and be the catalytic, you being the catalytic energy of change in your life, that'll create a nice harmony between these two planets and a nice flow. So instead of it being like a square, you're working with it. You're working with these changes to self, which is changes to your public self. See, it's your first house, which is you, and then it's your 10th house, which is the public self, how others see you in that bigger picture. So balancing these two, working with these two energies would be a nice, definitely a nice energy this week and beyond. Now, on Sunday, starting off in the week, we've got Mercury going into Aquarius, your 12th house. A lot of you guys had some new beginnings with behind-the-scenes activities, your spirituality, anything in that 12th house. So now with Mercury there, I think you guys will be thinking about these things. And for the next 3 weeks, it's really good to perhaps learn more about yourself on that deep level. Maybe get involved with some spiritual subjects, spirituality in general, listening to your dream space, exchanging, communicating more about these spiritual things or behind the scenes activities, and understanding more about yourself on that deep level. With that new moon, I think naturally there's already an inclination towards these things, but with Mercury there's opportunities to be had when you're willing to learn and experience more of the, in this case, 12th house things. Now on Sunday we have the sun going over Chiron. This is sort of Saturday night, Sunday morning. So it might happen in your dream space because it's in your 12th house. But there's some healing taking place Saturday night, Sunday morning. So anything that you are doing, it would be a really good morning Sunday to meditate, do some of the spiritual stuff. I think you'll find that very healing. Monday and Tuesday, starting off in the work week, we've got Mars trining up to Jupiter from that first house. So you guys, Jupiter, like I said, is a very supportive element. It's your ruler in that 5th house. So you guys have lots of opportunities to express yourself, to enjoy life. It may not seem like that externally right now because Jupiter's retrograde in that 5th. But if you look at last year, towards the tail end of last year, lots of opportunities there for creativity, self-expression, enjoyment in life in general. So whatever that is, there's opportunities coming through that sector, I think, and supporting a lot of changes. Maybe it's opportunities for new goals, new ambitions with all this first house activities. Maybe with your relationships even, perhaps also. So whatever it is, I think Monday and Tuesday is a good optimistic energy to want to put in energy and use that Mars energy to move it forward. And I think it would be a good day to start moving forward with these goals, ambitions, these big picture plans, or whatever it is that you're working on, in the big picture in your life. Now on Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when we have the exact of Mars going over that Uranus, and Uranus going exact up to Pluto. So I think with Mars, there's this sort of catalytic energy. Anytime Mars and Uranus get together, it's very, we want to just make some sudden changes. So make the changes. I think the energy is there, and if it is there, if you want to tap into it, I really recommend that you do, but keep it nice and balanced. We don't want to overextend the Mars energy here because it can, the sudden changes. We want to take things nice and slow, but it's involving you. It's involving your goals, what's important to you with all these changes, maybe even relationships also. So whatever it is, make those changes, just keep it nice and balanced, and this is going to be an energy for the next couple of weeks. On Thursday, we've got Venus going into Aries, which is your 2nd house, and I think naturally as these fast-moving planets finish up a lot of these drives and ambitions and things you're working on with yourself, it'll slowly start to be more about enjoying life. And so I think Thursday onward, I think would be a great time to enjoy the simple pleasures of life. Also, maybe get involved with increasing your sense of self-worth, or your abundance, your wealth, your finances in life, in particular with Venus in the second house. It could be over the next 3 to 4 weeks with Venus in that fourth, you might be seeing some, things coming in, some abundance in your life in general. But in either case, it's coming from you enjoying what you're able to achieve, what you're able to do. I think as all this stuff is changing in your life, you're gaining a greater, slowly, and this is going to be an ongoing theme for the next few weeks, you're gaining more of an understanding of what you're capable of and what you can provide yourself with, how you can, create these values and bring in these values in your life that are important to you. So enjoy life nonetheless with Venus in that second house. Connect to nature. Enjoy the good meal, the massage, the aromatherapy, whatever it is for you. I think you'll find that very, very pleasing. And I think through that, it'll help facilitate a lot of these changes. On Saturday, we have the sun going into your first house. So happy birthday to all of you Pisceans. Of course, this is for Sidereal Astrology, who are watching this for your sun sign. But yeah, for the next 4 weeks, you're going to have the sun in your in your first house. So enjoy it for all of you. It's new beginnings in many ways. We're going to have the new moon in Pisces in a couple weeks. So a lot of these things that you're working on, those goals and ambitions, I think there's some new things around the corner for you guys. All right, Pisces, have a fantastic week. Thank you again for all of your support. If you have any questions, please let me know, and I'll talk to you next time. Take care.